There are three topics. Your HOD, Dr. Digvijay sir, has provided me. First is manual muscle testing. Second is recent advancement in musculoskeletal treatment of musculoskeletal diseases and its rehabilitation. And third one is assessment and evaluation in the musculoskeletal conditions. Today we'll discuss about the MMT, manual muscle testing. Dr. Devendra, तो एक बार स्क्रीन तो इसको कैसे करना है शेयर प्लीज फिर इंटायर स्क्रीन जैसे ये वाली चला के वही शेयर करें जा रही है स्क्रीन हेलो
Sir?
हेलो
Yes, sir.
Are you getting?
Yes, sir. We can see
my
the screen.
Yeah, we'll discuss about the manual muscle testing. Firstly, introduction of the MMT, then definition of MMT, then we will discuss about the purpose and usage of MMT, grades of MMT, plus and minus grades of MMT, principles of MMT, indications of manual muscle testing, contraindications, precautions, limitations, procedures, how to do, factors affecting muscle strength, and instrumentation. Firstly, introduction. Manual muscle testing is used to determine the extent and degree of muscular weakness resulting from disease, injury, or disuse. Records obtained from these tests will be helpful in planning therapeutic procedures and periodic retesting. Muscle testing is an important tool for all healthcare team professionals, those are working with the persons with physical disability. Now, what is muscular strength? Strength is the maximum amount of tension or force that a muscle or muscle group can voluntarily exert in a maximal effort. When the muscle contracts, the the action occurs over the limb. Now, endurance. Endurance is the ability of a muscle or a muscle group to perform repeated contractions against resistance without being fatigued. And strength and power has no any basically difference. Now the type of muscles work. Muscles work types are basically two types broadly. It's two types. First is isometric contraction. Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Yes. It is okay.
Yes, sir. It is fine.
If you feel any problem, you have to intervene, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Type of muscle work. First is isometric contraction. What is isometric contraction? It is the basically tension developed in the muscle without any movement occurs in the limb, and the origin and insertion of the muscles don't change their positions, and hence the muscle length doesn't change. Then the isotonic contraction, the muscle develops constant tension against a load or resistance. Here see the tension is the same, but length basically vary. And again, the isotonic contraction is divided into two types. First is concentric contraction and second is eccentric contraction. Concentric contraction, it is the tension developed in the muscles and the origin and insertion of the muscle move closer together so the muscle shortens. This is concentric type of contraction. In eccentric contraction, the tension is developed in the muscle and the origin and insertion of the muscles move further apart so the muscle lengthen. This thing occurs isotonic contractions. Basically, we provide in subacute cases because in acute cases, in acute pain, we basically avoid isotonic contraction type of exercises. See, these are the diagram. You can see how the isometric contraction performed by a person, eccentric contraction performed by a person, and concentric contraction performed by a person. Here in isometric contraction, muscle is contracting, but there is no shortening or lengthening in the muscles. In concentric contraction, here you see the muscle is contracting, shortening in the length of the muscles. In eccentric contraction, there is lengthening in the length of the muscle. Now the range of muscle work. The full range in which a muscle work refers to the muscle changing from a position of full stretch and contracting to a position of maximum shortening. The full range is divided into three parts. First is outer range, second is inner range, and third is middle range. Outer range from a position where the muscle is fully stretched to a position halfway through the full range of motion. This is the outer range. Inner range from a position halfway through the full range of motion to a position where the muscle is fully shortened. This is inner range. Middle range is the portion of the full range between midpoint of the outer range and the midpoint of the inner range. Is it okay? Now, see, these are the diagrams. Shows the inner range, middle range, and the outer range. Now, the group of muscle action. See, these things are you have already studied BPT and MPT also. These are the very basic things. But again, I need to go through from the basic. A group of muscle action. There are three types of muscle action. First is prime mover or agonist. Second is antagonist, and the third is synergist type of muscle action. First is agonistic type of muscle action is it is defined as a muscle or muscle group that makes the major contribution to movement at the joint. These are the prime movers. Antagonists are the muscle or muscle group that has an opposite action to the prime movers. You know that when we do flexion in the elbow, what happens? The biceps muscle contract and it provides the flexion of the elbow. And extension is provided by the extension of elbow is provided by the anconeus and the triceps. So here the biceps muscles will be the prime movers or elbow flexors, and agonist will be antagonist will be triceps and the anconeus. Now synergists are the muscle that contracts and walks along the agonist to produce the desired movement. Synergists are basically works along with the agonist to produce the desired movements. See elbow flexors, agonist and antagonists. You can see biceps are agonist, antagonists are triceps. When we do elbow extension, here the agonist will be the triceps muscles and antagonist will be the biceps. Again, there are three types of synergists. Synergist muscles के भी three types होते हैं, but it need not to go in details. Basically, we have to count on the MMT, manual muscle testing. What is manual muscle testing and what is the role of manual muscle testing in the evaluation and examination of the certain ortho or neuro conditions? MMT is a procedure for the evaluation of a strength or individual muscle or group muscles based upon the effective performance of a movement in relation to the force of gravity or manual resistance through the available range of motion. Manual muscle testing is the most vital part of a motor examination performed in medical examination. Basic components of motor examinations are bulk of muscles, tone, reflexes, range of motion, MMT, and functional assessment. See, bulk of muscles, it shows whether there is any disease, atrophy, or any type of like hypertrophy, abnormal hypertrophy is there. You can assess whether the bulk of muscle is normal, it is subnormal, or it is abnormal. Now the tone again examined for the purpose of motor examination. We can provide isometric force, tell patient to move the limb if patient will exert force against the resistance. We can judge tone is there or not. Reflexes, it can be examined by the percussion hammer, deep tendon reflexes. And again, different type of signs you can see, Levinsky sign. Then range of motion. Again, range of motion is examined for the purpose of motor examination. If there is any like a stiffness present in the joint or not, whether the joint is normal or it is hypomobile or it is hypermobile. Can be judged with the help of goniometry. Then the fifth one is manual muscle testing, MMT. It is again performed for the purpose of motor examination. MMT shows the strength and power present in the muscles for performance of the action, and then the functional assessment, whether the patient is able to perform his activities of daily living or not. So these all components comes under the motor examination. Is it okay? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is fine.
Okay. Then one question will arise where we will test MMT of individual muscle or group muscles. Basically, we follow two books for the MMT. One is Kendall and second is Daniel. You know, in Kendall it is mentioned for the individual muscles, like it's basically focusing on the individual muscles power testing, and in Daniel it focus over the group muscle power testing. Muscle with common action or action may be tested as a group, or each muscle may be tested individually. For example, flexor carpi ulnaris and flexor carpi radialis muscles may be tested together for the flexion of elbow, sorry, a wrist, and flexor carpi ulnaris may be tested more specifically in the action of wrist flexion with ulnar deviation, because the prime function of the flexor carpi ulnaris is to perform the ulnar deviation. And the another way, the flexor carpi radialis longus and brevis may be tested more specifically in the action of wrist flexion with radial deviation. Now, purpose and usage of MMT. Why we do MMT? What are the uses? आप लोग अभी MMT करते हो क्या? वहाँ पे मैम स्टूडेंट से कराते हो क्या आप लोग? हेलो,
Yes, sir. It's being done. in patients.
पेशेंट्स आते हैं आपके पोलियो के या फिर PNI पेरिफेरल इंजरी के पेशेंट्स आते हैं आपके यहाँ आपके ओपीडी में?
सर हाँ जी आते हैं.
Okay. Now, clinical uses of MMT, the severity of problem can be understood. Means it is a diagnostic tool. Whether there is any decrease in the muscle strength or power, or the muscle power is normal, or it is very less in compared to the normal strength. It is basically diagnostic tool. It helps in it's basically helps in assessing whether the muscle conditioning and muscle power is good or not. And the second use is we can planning our treatment goals. Means once we have like evaluate the test the muscles power muscle by muscle testing, then we set our goal that in 4 or 5 weeks we have to achieve from lower grade to higher grade of the MMT, and then we plan strengthening exercises and other therapeutic techniques to achieve that goal. So the muscle testing helps in planning to achieve the treatment goal. Third uses are it's determine the extent and degree of muscle weakness resulting from disease or injury. Means extent of injury. So say the whether the you can say in case of peripheral of injury, we classify in three types of peripheral of injury: neuropyrexia, axonotrophosis, and neurotrophosis. So it's by the help of MMT and along with the MMT and SD curve, we can determine the extent and the degree of muscle weakness resulting from the either injury or the disease. Correlating muscle picture with level innervation myotomes. It also helps in determining which myotomes are basically affected. MMT is an important tool for the members of rehabilitation team. when we medical team or rehabilitation team provide disability certificates, the manual muscle testing and muscle charting is very mandatory, and it is the important examination tools or test which helps in determining the degree of disability. Then the MMT prevents the committees by locating problem area. Yes, if you have the certain muscle is weak, then what we can do? We can provide a strengthening exercises, good positioning, a splinting to the patient so that the deformity can be prevented. So, like MMT is helpful in preventive measures of the disease also. Preventive measures in the like say you can say deformities. It helps and evaluates effectiveness of treatment to the therapist. Mhm. Means how your treatment is effective, whether the therapist is providing effective treatment or not. It can help. It can evaluate whether your treatment, your therapeutic procedure is effective or not. Because you can compare the strength of the muscles from 0 day to the last day of treatment or middle of the treatment time. So these are the basically these are the uses clinical uses of the manual muscle testing. Is it okay?
Yes, sir, it is.
These are the purpose and uses of MMT. Why MMT is performed? Is a particular muscle is normal? आपको पता लगाना है किसी पेशेंट को कुछ प्रॉब्लम है ऐसी सर्टेन लाइक लिम्ब इज अफेक्टेड सर्टेन जॉइंट इज अफेक्टेड जॉइंट मूवमेंट इज अफेक्टेड patient is not able to perform his activities able to perform his task. In that case you can test the particular muscles power. Is it weak? How much weak? Is it strong? How much strong? Is it weak on both sides, like bilateral weakness, or it is, or there is unilateral weakness? Each proximal muscles are weaker than the proximal. Each proximal muscles are weaker than the proximal one. Is there any particular pattern of muscle weakness? Is there any particular pattern of muscle weakness? All these questions of all these questions, answers of all these questions will be solved by the manual muscle testing. So this is the purpose of doing MMT. These are the purpose of doing MMT. Now grades of MMT. There are basically three grades: MRC grade scale, Oxford scale, and Kendall scale. And some other scales are also there, but we basically these three are the widely known grades of MMT. Scales of MMT. MRC is Medical Research Council scale. The full form of MRC is Medical Research Council scale. By G, Saint-Tidal are those. Saint-Tidal. Sorry. The MRCS scales are, it starts from the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's and on the 5th grade. 0 grade, 0 scale, no contraction. First is flicker contraction, second is full range of motion in gravity elevated position. Third grade is full range of motion, full range of physically available motion in against gravity position. And fourth is full range of motion in against gravity position with minimal resistance. And fifth is full range of motion in against gravity position with maximum resistance. These are the MRC grades. Second is Oxford scale. Oxford scales are again starting from 0 and ends by the 5th grade. 0 grade again has no contraction. First flickering contraction. Second is full range of motion in gravity elevated position. Third is full range of motion in against gravity position. Fourth is full range of motion in against gravity position with added resistance. Here there is no minimal but it added resistance. And fifth is normal motion. Third scale is Kendall scale. Kendall scale basically it is non-trace, poor, fair, good, and normal. Non again like 0, no visible palpable contraction. Trace is visible palpable contraction. Poor is full range of motion against gravity. That is poor is again equivalent to grade 2. Trace is grade 1 and non is grade 0. And fair is grade 3, full range of motion in against gravity position. And good is grade 4, full range of motion in against gravity position with moderate resistance. Sorry. And fifth grade is normal, full range of motion in against gravity position with maximum resistance. These are the 3 scales. Medical Research Council MRC scale, Oxford scale, and Kendall scale. Plus or minus grades. वो तो लेक्चर है plus or minus scale we also do this scale in case of neurological problem, either patient is suffering peripheral of injury or in case of some congenital or like acquired disease problem where the prognosis is very poor or very slow. In that case, we should follow this subgrading like 0, 1, 2 minus 2, 2 plus 3 minus 3, 3 plus 4 minus 4, 4 plus and 5. 0 is no contraction felt in the muscles. Grade 1 is again flicker of contraction, but there is no any movement. Grade 2 minus is partial available range of motion in gravity elevated position. Grade 2 is move through complete range of motion in gravity elimination to elevated position. Grade 2 plus is moves through limb will move through the partial range of motion in against gravity position. Grade 2 is moves through the complete range of motion in gravity elevated position, but grade 2 plus is there will be full range of there will be partial range of motion but in against gravity position. That will be grade 2 plus. Grade 3 minus is it's a grade 3 minus and grade 2 plus is almost the same. Gradual is from test position means again limb will move through the partial range of motion in against gravity position. Grade 3 complete range of motion in against gravity position. 3 plus will be hold test position against slight pressure. Means patient will be able to move the limb in against gravity position and hold the position with light pressure, light resistance. That will be the 3 plus. Then 4 minus is hold test position against slight to moderate pressure. That will be 4 minus. And 4 is hold test position against moderate pressure. That will be 4. And 4 plus is hold test position against moderate to strong pressure. That will get 4. And get 5 is the normal. Hold test position against strong pressure. That will be grade 5. Subdivision I've already explained same thing here. It is mentioned. 0 no visible palpable contraction. 1 is visible of palpable contraction but no movement. 2 minus is partial range of motion in gravity elevator position. 2 is full range of motion in gravity elevator position, and 2 plus is again gravity elevator position, slight resistance but less than half range against gravity. That will get 2 plus. 2 प्लस को आप तीन ढंग से बता सकते हैं. 2 प्लस इज ग्रेविटी एलिमेटर पोजीशन में फुल रेंज, या यू कैन से slight resistance or half range against gravity. 3 minus is again in gravity against gravity position and less than, you can say less than full range, and 3 is the full range against gravity position. 3 plus is full range against gravity position with slight resistance. 4 minus is full range of motion against gravity with mild resistance. 4 is full range of motion against gravity with moderate resistance, and 4 plus is full range of motion against gravity almost full resistance, and 5th is normal. These are the subgrade. Now, principles of MMT. Principles of MMT are positioning. See, there should be uh, a proper position is required for doing MMT because in different grades, patient has to acquire different position, and for different muscles or different limbs for achieving for doing different grades of the MMT positions, different positions are required. So that positioning is the key component of the MMT. Positioning के बाद क्या हुआ? Stabilization. If you are patient has acquired some position and you started doing MMT, the proximal part of the joint should be stabilized so that the trick movement doesn't occur. These movements can be eliminated. That is why stabilization is necessary. Then demonstration. Prior to doing MMT, the procedure should be demonstrated to the patient so that patient should have a gross idea how MMT will be performed by the therapist on his or her body. Means informed consent is required. You should must inform the patient and demonstrate properly. Application of grades. Again, grades application is required. Application of resistance. Resistance is key factors. Checking normal strength, objectivity, and documentation. Position. Patient position. Patient is position eliminated or against gravity position depending upon testing on muscle of the muscle group. Don't change patient position repeatedly. Otherwise, patient will be irritated. He will not allow you to do this test. Patient should be as free as possible from discomfort or pain for the duration of each test. It may be necessary to allow some patient to move or be positioned differently between tests. Patient position should be carefully organized so that position changes in a test sequence are minimized. Means frequently should not tell patient to change the position. It is very necessary. Patient position must permit adequate stabilization of the part being tested by virtue of body weight or with the help provided by the examiner. That is why positioning is very important. Joint position is also changed depends upon their performance. Distal part of the joint is moved. Place the joint in against gravity position for grade 3 and place the joint in horizontal position. There is should be grade 2. This is against gravity position. See, patient is performing hip flexion in against gravity position. This is the first top diagram. And the lower diagram, patient is performing abduction of the hip in gravity elevated position. The first one is against gravity between grade 3 and the lower one is elevated gravity position in grade 2. Now stabilization. Patient could stabilize ourselves during perform against gravity position. The hand placement of the therapist is important. Hand placement, proximal hands at the origin of the muscles and proximal joint giving stabilization. Distal hand offers resistance or assistance depending upon the performance. These are the importance of the stabilization. Proximal hand of the therapist should put over the sorry, the proximal part of the joint is stabilized for the stabilization purpose, and the distal part over the distal part therapist should offer resistance for testing the higher grade. See here, the patient is performing hip extension in grade 4 or 5 position. Therapist one hand has stabilized the hip joint, and he has like exerted pressure over the sacroiliac area also, so that a pure movement can happen. And the distal hand has uh, kept over the distal part of the limb for exerting resistance. Again here, the patient is performing hip and knee flexion. Therapist one hand is placed over the below the knee, below the popliteal area, and it is exerting the resistance. And from other hand, eh, he has just stabilized the limb. Demonstration. Demonstrate the desired movement. Therapists demonstrate the application of movement or performance to the patient. Application of grades. Sorry, demonstration is required. Therapist should like demonstrate the movement of the patient so the patient should understand what he has to do and what which type of command he has to follow, and for which type of like movement patient has to do, and how the therapist will apply resistance. Then application of grades, always just start with grade 3. If you start to examine the muscle power, first you should test the grade 3. Isolation of muscle could be tested. Application of resistance. Resistance is applied slowly or gradually. These are the this thing comes under the principle of MLP. Resistance is applied slowly or gradually. There should be no any jerky or like forceful or sudden jerk should not be applied. Increasing or decreasing manual resistance, increasing length of weight arm, apply convergence opposite to the line of pull, apply force distally. These are the application of the resistance. Varies again, the resistance varies between the persons. If one person is very thin, another person is very bulky, and if you are applying same amount of resistance, the same joint may be harmed, or like joint may be damaged because of this. Someone is underweight and really thin and applying the same force. That is why force should be varies between person to person. Use long lever to apply resistance whenever it possible. If long lever is there, resistance will be more. Short lever with the resistance will be less. Checking normal strength. Therapy is to check the strength of the muscles, normal side first. Therapist should check the strength of the muscles, normal side first, yes. Then you can compare. Objectivity, therapist's ability to palpate and observe the tendon or muscle response in very weak muscles. Therapist should know about the proper anatomy of the muscles, whether the muscle is deeply placed, superficially placed, so that he can palpate it, he or she can palpate easily. Documentation. Examiners complete testing documentation or record first. This will help the next step of treatment applications and help for checking improvement of treatment. Indications of MMT. In which condition MMT is basically we do in collision diseases like peripheral of injury, some other neuromuscular disease conditions such as multiple sclerosis, muscular dystrophy, myotonic lateral sclerosis, myasthenia gravis, Guillain-Barré syndrome, and some musculoskeletal disorders also. These are the conditions in which we do MMT very frequently, and in these conditions, MMT is required for, for the purpose of testing for the purpose of knowing the improvements in the conditions where the muscle power is improving. Contraindication of MMT, where we don't do MMT. Cerebral palsy. Can you tell why cerebral palsy is in this condition MMT is contraindicated? Hina, hello.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me how why we don't do MMT in case of cerebral palsy?
So in cerebral palsy, because it is an umbrella term, so there are different features.
Mhm.
So doing MMT won't be justifiable because at times there is flaccidity, then there are different features, and also sometimes it is diagnosed at a very early age where children will not be able to respond better and perform better even.
Means you are telling the mixed symptoms are there. Sometimes there is be
Yes,
hypotonicity and
one of the
hypertension.
reasons is the mixed symptoms, and second reason is that the it is since it is found in children, so it is not easy to assess exactly because
Yeah,
sometimes child may not be able to perform the movement what we are desiring them to perform.
you are partially correct, but some other reasons are also behind why you don't do cerebral palsy. In case of cerebral palsy, if there is, you can say, spasticity, what will happen? It will be difficult to do the moment. Pure moment is not there because when we test the MMT, power of the muscles, the pure moment is required. In case of the spasticity, or you can say in case of like athetosis also, where the tone are abnormal. In those cases, pure moments are not there. If a pure moment is not there, you cannot assess the strength of the muscle, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So in these conditions, the MMT is contraindicated. First is cerebral palsy. Second is CBM, means in case of hemiplegia, it is also difficult because the patient, when you say patient can't sit out how for doing flexion of the shoulder, he will do the synergy pattern. He will do the mixed movement. There is no any pure movement. So that is why MMT is we cannot do MMT, cannot perform MMT because pure movement is not there. Jerky movement is there, like you can say one abnormal pattern of movement is there. dislocated and unhealed fracture. Yes, because in this case, when we'll do MMT, what will happen? Again, further dislocation, like joint will further more dislocated. If unhealed fracture is there, there is chance of recurrence of fracture. Myositis ossificans, it is also not required because in case of myositis ossificans, the you can say the muscles become ossified and there is chance of aggressiveness of the ossification. Parkinson's disease here, you can say there is, in case of Parkinson's, the agonistic, antagonistic, both group of muscles have has more tone, abnormal tone. इस कंडीशन को क्या बोलते हैं? पार्किंसंस में क्या क्या सिम्टम्स होते हैं?
So resting tremors are there, then rigidity is there,
Resting,
resting gait is there.
rigidity. The main symptom is
Yes.
rigidity. See,
Yes.
I'm talking about the MMT के context में, because of rigidity. Rigidity में क्या होता है? Initiation of movement ही नहीं होगा, होगा भी तो cogwheel, lead pipe type, और you can say, और क्या होता है? Cogwheel, lead pipe and lead pipe, cogwheel and the third is rigidity. कितने type? 3 types होते हैं rigidity के.
हाँ जी सर, lead pipe, cogwheel,
And clasp knife.
knife.
Clasp knife. Yes. जैसे छुड़ा को जैसे छुरी में को हम बेंड करते हैं फिर उसको निकालने खोलने में डिफिकल्टी होती है. इट्स like more force is required to open, isn't it? That is why in
Yes.
case of Parkinson's disease, MMTs, we cannot do pain where severe pain is there. You should avoid doing MMT because severe pain shows there is any pathology, there is any damage, there is any lesion in the soft tissue structure. So our hard tissue structure maybe that is why in case of the severe pain conditions, MMT is basically we should avoid. Inflammation means in case of acute injury, in case of aggravation of the symptoms of the disease, MMT is basically avoid. We should avoid MMT. Inflammatory disease in muscles or joint. Inflammatory disease in muscles or joint. In muscles में inflammatory disease कौन से हो जाएंगे? जैसे कोई सॉफ्ट टिश्यू इंजरी हो गई. जॉइंट में कैसे हो कौन से इंफ्लेमेटरी कंडीशंस होते हैं? जैसे इन केस ऑफ द rheumatoid arthritis or in case of the ankylosing spondylitis. In those cases, we basically avoid MMT because the joint are also subluxed. Joint are not like in good conditions. Severe cardiac and respiratory disease conditions we should avoid MMT because in the severe cardiac conditions, basically when we provide MMT, isotonic or you can say isometric form of so it is isometric form exercises. That is why you should avoid it. Respiratory conditions also because you can increase the cardiac and the pulmonary symptoms more. Subluxation of joints we should avoid. Hemophilia, hemophilic joint condition में भी इसको अवॉइड किया था because there is chance of the joint bleeding over the joint. Osteoporosis, there will be chance of the fracture of the bone because bones are very weak. So these are the conditions in which we basically avoid MMT. Precautions before providing MMT, we should follow these precautions. Considered contraindications. What are the contraindications? We have explained which are the contraindications we should follow. Then do not harm. Be gentle. Means while doing MMT, we should provide visual resistance, starting from the mild resistance, and you should must think the patient view whether patient is underweight or is bulky. By considering all these things, we should provide assistance. Respect pain. When pain is more, you should avoid. Examiner know the level of range of motion. Yes, before providing MMT, you should know the available range of motion. See, MMT can be provided in a stiff joint also because MMT Purpose of MMT is to examine the muscle power. Its purpose is not to examine the range of the motion. तो इसीलिए जो लेवल रेंज होता है उसमें भी हम मसल के पावर को चेक कर सकते हैं. तो एग्जामिनर नो द लेवल रेंज ऑफ मोशन, follow the principle of procedures, take care of patient comfort. Yes, patient comfort is you should must think because आपका टच जो हीलिंग टच होना चाहिए. रिकॉर्ड एक्यूरेटली जो भी आप एमटी कर रहे हैं मसल्स की, तो यू शुड कीप योर डायरी, योर notebook along with the patient, beside of the patient, and you should write the grade, every grade of each muscles immediately after recording it, after examining it. Extra care taken to giving resisted exercise. Yes, resistance is main thing. It can harm the patient and it can aggravate the you can say level of the pain. It can also damage the joint. It can also injure the soft tissue structure. That is why resistance should be provided great care. Abnormal surgery of hernia. In case of abnormal surgery of hernia, you should think before providing MMT because intra-abdominal pressure it can increase. There will be chance of the herniation. Newly united fracture. Yes, if it's a very recent fracture, you should apply MMT. Bony ankylosis. In case of you can say the bones are density of bones are very more, bones are fragile. In those cases, we should avoid basically hematoma if there is internal bleeding and recent injury over the soft tissue structure or the joints. You should avoid MMT. They should do great care. If patient take muscle relaxants and pain medications, because patient is taking this type of medicine, it means patient is having severe pain or patient tolerance level is also very low. In those cases, we should provide MMT great care. Prolonged immobilization. If patient was bedridden and because of bedridden, his muscle conditioning, joint conditioning, soft tissue structure conditioning are not good. In those cases, if you are providing doing MMT, you should do MMT with great care. Extra care must be taken where resisted movement might aggravate the conditions. Patient with history of risk of having cardiovascular problem, abdominal surgery or herniation, fatigue exacerbate the patient. Yes, fatigueness also aggravate the patient condition. Patient with extreme debility, for example, malnutrition, malignancy, and severe COPD should give extra care before performing MMT. Limitation of MMT. MMT की limitation क्या है? Upper motor neuron lesion. Yes, spastic muscles have poor control from higher center. Thus, it is better to go for voluntary control assessment rather than the MMT. Because of spasticity, voluntary control is not there. In case of spasticity, what happens? There is flood of impulses coming from higher center of the brain to the target area, and because of the flood of impulses, they must control over the muscle is very poor. Pure movement is not there. That is why, in case of upper motor neuron lesion, we basically avoid doing MMT. Means MMT has no any significance basically. Restricted range of motion due to transcranial Doppler. Transcranial Doppler can give faulty interpretation about MMT. Thus, in case, always mention about the MMT within available range along with the grade. Presence of pain and swelling. Pain and swelling increase the intra-articular tension, causing irritation of the joint and can affect the MMT result. Thus, in case, always mention about the presence of pain and Because in these cases, if you are doing MMT, the result of like finding of grades and the finding of power will be not correct. Type of context MMT gives idea about the quality of concentric consent. After them, yes, भावेश को मेरे से बात करा देगा लास्ट types of contraction MMT gives idea about quality of concentric contraction only, not eccentric, which is more functional. Understanding of bonds pediatrics is less than 5. If the child is having age less than 5, will not be able to follow your command. In that those cases, cannot do MMT. IQ, if IQ is subnormal, in case of MR children, we cannot provide MMT. So, higher function, if higher function is impaired, if patient is having ADHD and he is not able to like follow your command properly. In those cases, we should avoid MMP. Strength versus endurance. MMP gives knowledge about only the strength, not endurance. This is correct. Procedures. When we are when we follow procedures of MMT, explanation and instruction. Explanation, good explanation of the condition is necessary. Excuse me. Hello. Yes. Explanation we should we should give proper explanation and instruction to the patient before providing MMT. Before doing MMT, assessment of normal muscle strength, properly position the patient. We have already covered stabilization. Yeah, it is necessary. Substitution movement or trick movement. It is very important thing because if patient like proximal joint area has not been stabilized properly, what will happen? The patient maybe there will be chance of doing trick movements, and in those cases, the finding of the grade will not be proper. Dr. Devendra, one more. Substitution movement and trick movement. Then conventional methods, alternate technique. Means if one patient is not able to like perform certain position in doing MMT, we should find out the alternate position. Preparation of the patient, plinth or over the plinth or mat table should prepare patient. The like mats should be properly formed and part being tested should be well stabilized. Materials we should keep before doing MMT. Muscle test documents form, muscle charting form, pen, pencil, or computer terminal, pillow, towel. Pillow means it's required in case of the proper positioning. Towel is also required for giving some support. Pads, wedges for positioning, sheet or other draping linen, goniometer for checking of the range of motion. Interpreter means if you are giving command to the patient and if there is any language difference is there between patient and the therapist, in that case interpreter is required. Assistance for turning, being on the stabilization. The patient is bedridden or he is suffering with some weakness and some multiple problems. In those cases, one assistant is required for changing the position of the patient and also for stabilizing the patient. Emergency call system, hypno assistance available, reference material. Explanation and instruction I already mentioned. Demonstrate or evaluation, explain briefly the moment to be performed. Assess or assessment of normal muscle strength. Assess and record the strength of the unaffected side limb to determine the patient normal strength. You should first assess the unaffected side of limb so that it will be helpful to compare, properly position the patient. Now, any question? Any question?
No, sir.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir, it is fine.
It is fine. Because I know you people have already studied all these things in BPT and also in MPT. So it is
Yes,
very
sir.
common topic, very common topic, and we all will be well known about this thing.
Yes, sir.
You see, when we are going to test the strength of the muscles, we should know the how the fact how many factors are responsible for the for factors affecting the strength of the muscles. Age, well known, the age is the main factor. A decrease in strength occurs with increasing in age due to deterioration in the muscle mass. Muscle fiber decrease in size and number. There is an increase in connective tissue and fat, and the respiratory capacity of the muscle decreases. Strength apparently increase for the first 20 years of life, remains at the level of 5 or 10 years, and then gradually decreases throughout the rest of the life. So that is why age is the main factor and it affects the strength of the muscle. The progressive disease in strength is clearer in the forearm flexors and the muscles that raise the body against gravity. Sex, males are generally stronger than females. एक ऐसा माना जाता है इन जनरली थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस होता है ये ज़्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है the strength of the male increases rapidly from 2 to 19 years of age at a rate similar to the weight and more slowly and regularly up to 30 years. After that, it declines at an increased rate to the age of 60 years. The strength of female is found to increase at a more uniform rate from 9 to 19 years and more slowly to 30 years, after which it falls off in a manner similar to the male. It has been found that women are more 20 to 30% weaker than men at 40 to 45 years of age. Types of muscle contraction. More tension can be developed during an eccentric contraction than during an isometric contraction. The concentric contraction has the smallest tension capability. So in case of MMT, what we do? We do concentric contraction basically. So that is why the less tension is required in like doing MMT. Muscle size. The larger the cross-sectional area of the muscle, greater the strength of these muscles. The speed of muscle contraction. When a muscle contracts concentrically, the force of contraction decreases as the speed of contraction increases. Reverse standing effect. The strength performance depends upon the ability of the nervous system to activate the muscle mass. See, if you are planned to do MMT on a person, and if someone is already engaged in strength training activities, in those cases, like powerlifting and patient will be more able to perform this test. joint position. It depends on the angle of muscle pull and the length tensile relationship. Fatigue. As the patient fatigues, more muscle strength decreases. Therapists determine the strength of the muscle using as few repetitions as possible to avoid fatigue. Yes, if the patient is feeling fatigue, you should give a rest for few seconds. Then you can start uh, doing MFT other muscles. You should give break of few seconds, or you can say few minutes also. Break test. Resistance applied at the end of the test range is termed as break test. Instrument chosen to assess muscle strength depends on the degree of accuracy required in the measurement. Handheld denometer, pinch gauge, cable tensor, and free weight. These are the tools by which we can assess the strength of the muscle. This is hand and dynamometer. We test the grip grip strength. इसमें भी क्या है कि हम we should take three tests and we uh, do average of all these three tests and average of grip strength is the main strength. And pinch goes for thumb strength of the thumb, whether the adduction, flexion, or the opponent's movement, shaking. This is a cable tensiometer. You can also check the strength. Is it okay?
Yes, sir, it's fine.
It's fine. Now, any question, any suggestion?
No, sir, no suggestions.
And I think I, I was able to explain something
Yes.
that is very common topic, and you people already know the topic. If you have any problem, we can also discuss in the coming class. Okay.
Fine,
And
sir.
if you feel any problem, you can also suggest me. So, okay, now can we wind up this class?
Sure, sir.
So now we'll conduct the next class. कब next class शुरू होगी?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay, Monday till Wednesday means 4th, no?
Uh,
First,
so day after tomorrow, 2nd of March.
2nd of March.
Yes, sir.
Okay, today is Monday. Okay, 2nd March. 2nd March. ठीक है, on that day we'll discuss about the assessment. ठीक है, assessment of the joint. How to assess the joint conditions like shoulder joint. Basically, we'll cover the shoulder joint, knee joint, and spine. ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
So, okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.